News 46 is brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Look for news about their latest healthcare center opening soon in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine. News 46 is also brought to you by Red Apple Fireworks. You've never seen anything like it. Nevada's elite fireworks shopping experience. Red Apple Fireworks. News 46 is also brought to you by Safi of Las Vegas. At Safi, we're more than a foster care and adoption agency. We're working to build stronger families in our communities. Visit our website at safi.org.
Tonight on News 46, a tragic accident claims the life of a juvenile.
And Southwest Medical shows us their new facility.
And the Scream It Like You Mean It tour is coming to town. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, July 7th, 2011. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle for News 46. Topping our news tonight, an accident that occurred around 5 a.m. early this morning in the intersection of Simkins and Woodchips took the life of a 13-year-old child. Nevada Highway Patrol's fatal team were dispatched to investigate the cause of the accident.
This morning around 5 a.m., a fatal accident on Woodchips and Simkins. It all happened at the intersection there where a dirt bike ran into a flatbed truck carrying a trailer. We're going to speak to Fire Chief Scott Lewis.
So a little after 5 this morning, we were dispatched for a motor vehicle accident involving a motorcycle versus a pickup truck. Upon arrival, Nye County Sheriff's Office was on location. One of the people involved in the accident today did not survive the injuries.
And was the person on the motorcycle?
It's all part of the open and ongoing investigation with NHP's fatal team as well as the Nye County Sheriff's Office.
And do you have any other details about the other vehicle? How many people were in the other vehicle?
I don't know how many people were in it, but it was a pickup truck. It was a flatbed style pickup truck pulling a small trailer.
So high impact.
It appears there's a significant impact between the two vehicles, and again, that's all part of the investigation to determine exactly what caused that accident. And I'm sure they'll have the right people out there and completing the investigation.
After contacting Nevada Highway Patrol's public information officers, KPVM has learned that, in fact, the person on the dirt bike was, in fact, a juvenile. They think he's approximately 13 years old. The dirt bike was not registered, so they have not been able to contact next of kin at this point. They are waiting for somebody to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office or Nevada Highway Patrol, who in fact is looking for their missing child. The driver of the pickup truck has not been charged with anything. We have learned that the dirt bike actually hit the flatbed truck on its side, and that is what happened at the intersection of Simkins and Woodchips. The child was not wearing a helmet at the time, and what he was doing out and about at 5 o'clock in the morning riding his dirt bike, we have yet to learn. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Southwest Medical will be cutting their red ribbon here in Pahrump this month. This state-of-the-art facility on Calvada Boulevard is aiming to serve all of your medical needs.
July 18th is the official opening here at Southwest Medical Associates in the Calvada Eye. We're going to take you on a tour and let you meet some of the staff.
I'm out here representing Southwest Medical Associates. I'm the president of the company, and we've been working towards this opening for over 2 years. You know, when we first were looking to acquire a practice out here, and we're delighted to find Dr. Levasseur, and then for over a year now we've been planning this building because his building wasn't big enough for what SMA wants to bring to Pahrump. This clinic represents enough space for us to do the electronic medical records and the technology that we want to be able to bring to Pahrump. And we're very excited because we're doing things in this building that we haven't even done in our clinics in Pahrump yet. So you get to be the first ones to be the benefit of that. So this part of the clinic is the nurses' station, and we've designed this building on purpose to have 2 nursing stations so that it's more flexible for us. So there's a nursing station on this side of the building which works for primary care, and then the nursing station on the other side of the building is a space that we can also use for specialty care and radiology. So it creates 2 different workflow areas for the patients. So the exam rooms are really what makes this clinic an SMA clinic, and what's important for us is our electronic medical record. So you can see the ergonomic arm computer and setup here that's right next to the exam table. So both the nurse and the physician, when they're working with the computer and electronic medical record, are right here at the bedside, right with the patient. We can do prescription refills, reconcile their medications, show them lab results, show them x-ray results. Everything can be done right here with electronic medical record, right here at the bedside. And then something that's going to be new, first in Pahrump, it's not in any of our other clinics yet, is over on this table, which would be the traditional place that a doctor would sit with the patient. We're going to have touch point screens that hook in with our health and wellness education. So both when the patient's in here before the doctor comes in, they can actually with the touch screen look up a diabetic diet or review hypertension. All types of education will be available on that touch screen. And then the doctor can also use that as an education tool. Say they have a new diagnosis of diabetes. They can pull up educational materials and go over that with the patient. Say they're having trouble with their shoulder, they can pull up information and actually show them shoulder pictures and what have you to help with educating. And then what we also plan on doing is connecting that touch screen with our telehealth that's coming just a little bit later this year. And that will be video to video appointments. So basically a virtual appointment. So a specialist in Las Vegas can actually face-to-face see the patient here in the clinic, so the specialist doesn't have to come from Las Vegas and the patient doesn't have to go to Las Vegas. And they can actually have their virtual visit right here through the touchscreen.
We will have more on tomorrow night's newscast with Southwest Medical Associates.
And Nick Moore, the owner of Threadz Clothing Company and the founder of Threadzfest, is hosting Scream It Like You Mean It here in Pahrump.
Scream It Like You Mean It. It's a national tour. Threadz is putting it on. It's Threadz Clothing Company. It's actually Threadzfest presents. It's not Threadzfest, but it's a national tour. We put in a small events area next to Threadz. We're going to give it a shot. We're actually trying to raise money to put on Threadzfest. It's a very expensive event that we'd love to put on. It's that's a free event. We do at our local park with a skate and bike competition and all the music and festivities, and we'd like to do that again. It's just, I just can't keep losing money here to do it.
And you want to keep it free, don't you?
We do. That's the big thing. You want to keep it free. And so in order to do it, we got to figure out a way to raise money to do it. And so I put a small investment in this events area next to it, and we're going to give real value for a ticket dollar. So we're bringing in national acts, and then we're going to kick it off with this first event on Thursday, July 21st, next to Threadz. It's just Threadz Events. It doesn't really have a name or anything. It's just next to our property. We put 8,000 square foot of grass in, and we're bringing in, believe it or not, Breathe Carolina, Icy Stars, Chiodos, who was headline Extreme Thing 2-3 years ago. I mean, Breathe Carolina was just on the Jimmy Kimmel show last week. I mean, these are big name acts, Icy Stars, The Color Morale, Tech One, just a really great lineup. Rockstar Energies, it's a national tour, like I said. After they go, the United States, they go to Europe. But it's really, really great, great show. We're excited to have it, and we'll, take a chance at it and see how this works out.
With as popular as these bands are, this is going to be extremely limited availability on these tickets. I know we're only charging $15 per ticket, but from what I hear, these are going to sell out quickly.
Yeah, it's, to keep everything safe, it's a half-acre event area. So, I would feel safe doing like 1,000, 1,500 max. We could hold more, but we're probably going to cap it at that. And like I said, the lineup does its justice. $15 ticket, $20 at the door, very worth it. We've got Vans is coming out, DC's coming out. I have my action sports vendors like I do for Threadzfest. I have those guys coming out a little bit, and they're promoting product and doing all of that stuff great as well.
And stay tuned to tomorrow night's newscast to hear the future plans for Threadfest. And I've been wondering what that patch of grass was because I saw them laying down sod and everything on my way back and forth to First Move Fitness every morning.
Well, I'm glad that they're going to finally have a place to hold these events, and who knows, maybe Threadzfest will end up there. We'll
Maybe.
have to find out tomorrow. And folks, as we head into our first break this evening, here's a special health tip from our friends at First Move Fitness.
I had trouble walking through the door. I had to walk with a cane. Okay, and then the more courses I took from your class, the easier it was and easier it was. Then I started on the machines, and that was helping me walk better and better. And then all of a sudden, after you told me how to turn my feet, that no other doctor ever did in all the years, and I've been walking with a cane for 10 years, I can walk again.
So
I have to call you doctor.
Well, I'm not a doctor. I'm just your friend. Because at First Move, you're like family. So we want to make sure that when you're coming in here, you're getting the best results that you need for your lifestyle. A lot of people think that it's just to come in here to get fit, to get into that bathing suit, to get into that muscle shape that they used to be in high school. But it's more of a fitness because you need to enjoy your life and be able to walk. So I'm glad that you're doing really good. I know when you first started, you had a goal on May 1st that you wanted to have something accomplished. Do you want to tell us what that was?
That was to put my cane away, and it happened.
It happened?
Thank
I
you.
remember when you walked in with no cane, kind of like that. Look, Ma, no cane.
That was it. That was it. And now I can walk better than I ever in 10 years.
That's good for you. I know when you first started, you could barely make revolutions, if any full revolutions on the recumbent bikes. Now can you make them?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I burn a lot of calories, and I lost a lot of weight. You know that, and I feel fantastic, especially from your class. When I go home, I'm laughing all the way. Everything is just so wonderful at this family gym. It's fantastic, but it doesn't happen right away. It took me 5 months, but it still happened. I didn't have to go to some hospital.
So if you're sitting at home wondering if you can come in here and do this, you can. You just need to make that first move and come down. The first move is yours. Come down to First Move. We can help you until you come in. I'm not allowed to go to your house. I wish I could. So if you can come on down to First Move Fitness, we can help you. It doesn't matter what the condition is. There's something we can do for you. So come down to First Move and join our family.
Welcome back to News 46. On the Pahrump Town Board agenda was an item to appoint a town board member to the Nye County Redistricting Committee who are looking to get an additional county representative in the town of Pahrump.
Easy for you to say.
Not really.
Redistricting committee. You're right, it's not easy. This item has partly come before the town board in the past. Actually, 2.5 months ago, April 12th to be exact, Mr. Culkin came before this board, spoke quite eloquently and quite at length about the need for us to have 4 county commissioners, for Pahrump to have 4 county commissioners in lieu of the fact that Pahrump is 83% of the county.
This item passed, and the town board member that was appointed was Carolyn Endersby.
And the company Growponics was in the process of starting a business growing vegetables here in Pahrump. They were looking at the area of Squaw Valley and Kellogg on the south end of town.
There was so much misinformation or misunderstanding is a better thing at Growponics that it just really astounded me. Growponics was going to come here and was willing to lease and eventually buy 60 acres of land that the town had. Very few assets that we have that they had planned for a park where we don't have funding. Well, I say that's a great idea. And people understand that. They say, oh, no, you lose a park. Well, no, we weren't losing a park because almost 60 to 70% of the town boundary is owned by the BLM, the Bureau of Land Management. And they will allow us to put a park anywhere at no cost at all. So the replacement of the park wasn't a challenge. In fact, we were planning to put a park right on the corner of Kellogg and Homestead. Right there in BLM, we already started the plan to replace, which I thought would have been even a better location where the Kellogg Park was. But what they didn't know is that that the Groponics had agreed to build a community center on the south side of town, an exhibition hall, a classroom, and a 5-acre park along with a farmer's market at their expense without much input from the town. We missed a great opportunity to kind of go forward, and they were going to go ahead and put 200 jobs. And they were getting a 25% discount on the land to go ahead and do that. That's the incentive, the only incentive that we had available to make to them. What the real loss on Groponics was not just Groponics, but about 3 or 4 other companies that were standing in the background waiting to see how the town responded to them before they come in. We have a great opportunity. A couple of days ago, you had asked me about some of the opportunity, what attracts people to Pahrump. Yeah. Well, you know what? If you've got water, you could grow anything here. Yeah. And because of our close proximity to Vegas, which is one of the largest cities in the world, if you think of all the tourists come in, somewhere like about 50 to 55 million on a yearly basis, the carbon footprint to grow food here under the latest technology, very highly efficient in water and space, and sell it in Vegas is a great opportunity. Yeah. I've talked to mushroom companies that want to grow mushrooms. I talked to growing fish, you know, fresh fish right in the area, from vegetables to tomatoes to lettuce and green peppers in a controlled environment using even less water, like a third less of what they would do normally, and yet having it close here. And these are good quality jobs. Yeah. These were not minimum wage jobs are coming forward, and there's still an interest right now to do that in our area.
Is Groponics still interested?
Well, Groponics, we have to understand is that Jack Cassani was the investor, and he had selected Groponics, which was a franchise. Just like if I'm a restaurateur, whether I selected McDonald's or Burger King, to be the franchise to run my operation. And there's a lot of them out there, or Wendy's, or A&W, we could go, or Dairy Queen, we could go on and on. Now, so Groponics wasn't as much the issue as Mr. Cassani. Mr. Cassani is very interested, but doesn't understand some of the confusion and the misunderstanding that took place in the community.
As you can see, there's a lot to say about this subject. So to see more on this story, please visit our YouTube page or visit KPVM.TV.
All right, folks, and the Pahrump Gunfighters Jail and Bail is helping to pay for a trip that the gunslinging group is taking soon.
We are here at the Pahrump Gunfighters Jail and Bail. They had it set up here at Petrick Park all weekend long, and if you missed out, you can still help them with their trip to Goldfield.
We are trying to collect enough money to get our trip to go up towards Goldfield, Nevada. And is actually, they asked us to perform, but it's going to cost us quite a bit to get there. So we're trying to collect as much money as we can for donations.
You guys have been here all weekend, right?
Yes, we have. And it's been a long haul, and it's been beautiful, though.
Who do we got behind us here in jail?
This is Dan Delgado.
He's wanting to get out.
It costs Dan to you. It's Gambler Dan.
It costs $1 to get somebody put in there and $1 to get them out?
Correct. That's how we're working it, you know, for this weekend.
Can the public help with your trip to Goldfield at any other time after this weekend?
Yes, they can. What we're trying to do is donate or have people donate what they can, and if they need to, they can get a hold of Bud Curtis at 751-2667.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
This is Deanna O'Donnell at Petrick Park for News 46.
So some people lost their internet today with the thunder and lightning.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we lost power. We actually were off the air for a little bit.
We did. We had a couple power spikes here at the station today, but one of them actually kicked us off the air.
I didn't really think the thunder and lightning was that bad, but it must have been.
No, it's. I think even at my house at home, my wife told me that we lost internet too. So it's all over the valley. It's and the rain's not going anywhere, at least not for tomorrow. But the rest of the week's looking bright and sunny. Don't go anywhere. We'll have your 7-day forecast right after the break.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Hey everyone, welcome back to News 46. I'm Rick Vale with your weather. Rainy day today, rainy day yesterday, possibly a rainy day tomorrow. Let's get started here. 30% chance of rain today, a high of 101 degrees. Winds out of the south-southwest at about 6 miles per hour, but we did see gusts upwards of 20 miles per hour. Our pressure was holding steady on the barometer, 30.00. The UV index was 9, very high. Sunrise at 5:33 a.m. and a record high, 114 degrees back in 1989. Looking at tonight, going to be a 40% chance of rain, a low of 81 degrees. Winds out of the southwest at 7 miles per hour, gusts up to 21 miles per hour. Sunset will be at 8:05 p.m. and our record low, 62 degrees in 1939. Tomorrow, got a 30% chance of rain, a high of 102. 81 for the overnight low. Winds out of the south-southwest, 8 miles per hour, gusts up to 23 miles per hour. UV index is 9, very high, and sunrise will be at 5:34 a.m. Looking at our 7-day forecast, Saturday, no rain expected, gusty winds up to 29 miles per hour, high of 103, a low of 82. Sunday, looking at 30 mile per hour gusts, a high of 99, a low of 79. Monday, 30 mile per hour gusts yet again, a high of 100 and a low of 75. Looking at Tuesday, 29 mile per hour gusts, a high of 100 yet again, and a low of 74. Wednesday, hump day, looking at 98, lowest degrees for the week, it looks like, and a low of 73 overnight. 35 mile per hour gusts expected on that day. Finishing off our 7-day forecast next Thursday, 25 mile per hour gusts, a high of 103 and a low of 69. And our worst weather in the nation today was Sparta for heavy thunderstorms.
Now, spring is over. Why is it still windy?
I have no excuse for you.
Like it's his fault, right?
I have absolutely no excuse for you. I want to know why it's still windy. It's ridiculous.
It is. I'm never going to have a good hair day.
I'm done with this. I really am. It needs to cut it out and let's get to some of those calm summer days.
I don't mind breezy, okay? Mother Nature, breezy is good, but windy is not.
No, and it just doesn't seem to be stopping for anything. It's sad. Sorry.
Oh, well. Okay, well, the Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue needs clerical volunteers, so call Tony at 751-4000 extension 228. And again, it's there on your screen, 751-4000 extension 228.
And folks, drivers are urgently needed for RSVP to provide seniors transportation to medical appointments. Mileage reimbursement and extra insurance are provided, and you can call Jan at 751-5282. Again, 751-5282. RSVP volunteers receive mileage reimbursement and a stipend of $175 per month. Orientation, extra insurance, and training are provided. Again, one more time, that's Jan at 751-5282.
And it's so nice to be able to help these older folks. They really do need the help out there.
They
so
absolutely
if you're
do.
interested at all, don't delay. Go ahead and give her a call and see if there's something you can do for them. Tomorrow there will be a reception for the artist Bernie Toy and Stenmark Toy at the Charleston Park RV Park Clubhouse next to the winery from 2 to 4 p.m. All are invited to attend.
And folks, please be sure to subscribe to our free weekly email newsletter. To subscribe, just visit our website at KPVM.TV and fill in the form right on the main page. The newsletter is filled with top stories, coupons, articles, and more. And we're hoping to fill it with as much as possible to make it as interesting and new for everybody.
Yeah. When is that going to be starting?
We sent one out on Monday. We're going to start sending it out every Friday.
Oh, very good. Oh, well, see, I don't recall getting mine, and I subscribed.
Did you?
So if you subscribed and didn't get it, resubscribe.
That's
just
right.
in case. That is very cool, though. And I think you guys were talking about possibly putting a comic section in
Something,
soon?
possibly, maybe, depends. I mean, I don't know how...
You know how comics are. I mean, people get the Sunday paper for comic strips,
Absolutely.
right?
Yes, they do.
So are you thinking about making them local, about the local politicians?
Yeah, as far as
something to get us in trouble.
Absolutely, as far as I can possibly go without getting in too much trouble.
Okay, all right. Well, you're such a good artist. Everybody out there, he's a freehand artist. He's really, really good. So you should like them.
Well, thank you very much, and
hopefully
soon. We'll see.
Okay.
If you have any ideas or tips, feel free to email us and let us know.
There you go.
And folks, I think that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
I'm Rhonda Van Winkle.
And from everyone up here in the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening. We'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.
Good night.